How y'all doing, YouTubes? Here we are in part 4 of this Barbarian Betrothal walkthrough, and right now I am getting my heavy cavalry archers, who, if you remember, were the staunch helpers in my conquest of Metz, my destroying ruin of Metz, ransacking. And I like how they strategically left everything, so the buildings were not necessarily all torn down, but they were burning. I mean, that just adds for such dramatic effect. What are you doing? You killing my heavy cavalry archers? Not appreciated. Gotta get rid of this flashy, and obviously all we have left is taking care of Orleans. So these guys are done. They don't have much else going on, so we're going to send the rest of them over here to get the rest of this gold. There are a couple more gold piles, mineral deposits, whatever you want to say, on the map. These couple guys, you want to send it over here. I'm going to complete this this mining. We need some more gold, but we don't need a ton of gold. And I'm going to start pumping out the trade carts like I said I would. So you're going to set the rally point on this market. Here in part 4 is kind of going to be a bridge video. Not much is going to be going on, but I will be just doing little steps here and there that I need to do and go through in order to eventually complete the scenario. What I'm going to do also is kill the samurai. I'm going to knock down some of these trees with my trebuchet, get rid of that samurai, and in doing so, that defeats the Western Roman Empire until you get rid of this town center. Because once you destroy this town center at any point in the scenario, Western Roman Empire comes pouring out here, and you're going to have to kill them. So that's a pain in the behind. So I'm going to try to strategically and efficiently get rid of them by just killing the samurai, then destroying this as the final building, which will hopefully stunt the Western Roman Empire from sending their legions at us. Not legions as in the burns, legions. And so this guy seems like they're primed to start mining some more gold. And the nice thing, once again, I'm going to reiterate this, building an army of heavy cavalry archers, although you saw me play a little bit inefficiently in the last part, taking down Metz, I allowed their villagers to seep out and build another town center. I just had to quickly get rid of it. Ideally, you don't want that to happen. You can allow that not to happen by just organizing your troops a little bit better than I did and guarding the western side of the Metz base. I was just a little concerned because they had a ton of monks at that one time. So that's the reason why they were able to rebuild the town center. Otherwise, you shouldn't have too hard of a time getting rid of Metz. And what I was getting at is with those heavy cavalry archers, because I initially said you can use skirmishers, not elite skirmishers, skirmishers to increase the attack power, and crap, they're coming from my trebuchet. Okay then, so bye-bye trebuchet, try to get as many hits in as you can, and obviously they'll go for the northernmost unit or structure that you have. Somewhat similar to the A10 strategy from Command & Conquer Tiberian Dawn, and yes, I'm going to be trying to get that walkthrough going. I'm trying to come up with different ways to record it that won't screw up my computer, so bear with me, and I would love to get that one going because it's in my top 10 favorite games of all time. So obviously my trebuchet is going to go down very quickly now, and I should be able to just bring my trebuchet over here and quickly just kill that samurai next time I have the opportunity. So I'm going to bring these guys somewhat far away over there, and I'm going to have my hussars at the ready. These heavy cavalry archers will take the place and look at beef up your attack to 20. That is just gaudy right there, and that'll just be tearing through units. So that is the bonus, the boni of having heavy cavalry archers. You'll be able to take down your enemies. They'll be organized because there'll be 1 or 2 units, and you'll easily be able to have them take down any other threats that you have from Orleans later on, or whatever the issue is. So I'm going to ungarrison these hussars. We quickly want to get rid of those trebuchets. Obviously, there are a couple still chilling up there. And don't forget about taking out the ranged units first. Go for the scorpions, even though you may be a little bit more intimidated by the paladins or the throwing axemen. You want to take down ranged units first. Your castles, you just don't want to have to worry about repairing, even if a little. So that trebuchet is down awfully quick, and you don't want to get these guys in the fray. They will get killed, just like those two. Let's get out of here. Skedaddle. Hit the show. Get the show on the road. Actually, no. We're going to have you come over here, and I'm going to build a monk because I want to be able to heal up some of those units that get in little confrontations. So that was obviously a converted heavy cavalry archer. So if we're going to take care of these 2 trebuchets, I'm going to have to build another one to replace the one that I just lost. And in terms of attacking... Alright, so in terms of attacking Orleans, I'm going to stick with a simple heavy cavalry archer trebuchet raid. I'm not really planning on using Tarkins, but we'll see. Basically, you want to play your strengths and weaknesses. Obviously, your heavy cavalry archers really be your best bet against the throwing axemen, and will be your best bet against the throwing axemen. But if you want to get some halberdiers, you can take down these paladins. But remember, if you're going paladin against their paladins, you're gonna have to go in numbers because they're Frankish paladins. So we're gonna set our sights over here to repair this one castle. And there's a couple more mineral stone or gold deposits out here. One, and I believe that's probably it. So once we get rid of that guy, this is all that's going to be left. And then there's a couple over here, but that'll be gone quickly. And don't forget, they do have these relics in here, and there are, I believe, 5 in total. So they're going to be able to keep pumping out pretty expensive units throughout the rest of the scenario. So if you're thinking you're going to be off safe after they run out all the gold on the map, you're not going to be. Orleans is stacked. They're not like the Orleans that I had to deal with or use when I was playing through the Joan of Arc campaign. So Monk is doing work for me, thank you. And obviously that is going to get repaired. And there's nothing really in addition else that we can add to our repertoire in terms of technologies that will be useful. And these carts, obviously, you want to get caravan. And if you need more wood, you got plenty of wood inside your immediate base, and that should last you throughout this entire scenario. You're just going to have to organize yourself a little bit, and obviously be aware that this pretty attractive bunch of wood force is also acts as a lot of your defenses. So that paladin's pretty hardy. And the nice thing about having spies, obviously, is you can just chill, see when Orleans is coming. They don't look intimidating because they're all bunched together. But because of the bridges, it kind of makes them look more spread out on the map than they really are. So just be aware of that, though, once you try to attack the city. This is one of the most annoying, difficult cities to assault in the Attila the Hun campaign, or in any campaign, because of its shape. Circular shape, I find it harder to attack. An all ovular shape, because there are so many angles at which you can be hit, and you can't cut off different corners, or they can just pour out from any angle. And there's 1, there are 2, 3, 4, 5 gates spread out through Orleans, so you're gonna have to cover a lot of real estate. So let's see as close as I can get to the samurai. Let's see if I can get in a little bit extra range. Nope. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to get rid of these couple trees real quickly. It's not a big problem. No, excuse me. And I should probably unpack right there. See, that's marking it for me right there, the little dry dirt patch. So, gonna queue up some more farms, that reminds me. And resources are doing well right now. So, in the meanwhile, have these two guys. Let's see, do I need any more assistance with the gold? No, it doesn't look like it. So just keep monitoring them. You don't want them to be idle for too long. You want to separate the non-workers from the hard workers. And once again, I do not understand how people aren't just getting impaled left and right by those pickaxes. I mean, they're right next to each other, and they're just swinging their hearts out, and they're not getting hit or killed, and I don't know how that's not happening. So he's ready. It's about time. And this is obviously not as effective as using the onager route, siege onager, to take down the trees. The reason I'm not going to that route, though, is because of how expensive it is, and I don't want to be wasting funds in this scenario where I don't have relics and my enemy does. I would have to rely on slower gold production and trading, and I just don't want to fight an uphill battle, so I'm going to save as much as I can in terms of resources. And getting siege onagers and all those upgrades in the siege onagers themselves are just a very expensive investment, and I don't have the time or the fervor to do that. Yes, fervor. So trebuchet is ready, and we're gonna kill this samurai. You're gonna get pretty excited once you see that, oh, they've been defeated in Burgundy. What do you think you're doing? You think you're going to do a sneak attack and destroy this mining camp? I would love you if you did, but I kind of got a hunch that it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna watch this. This will be a nice battle. Where am I gonna run? Where? Oh! So they've been defeated. Cross their name off. Oh, what? I'm not gonna be receiving any message about the Western Roman Empire, and hopefully that's how it works out. If I can isolate that town center, and once again, once you take down the town center in Orleans, that's what triggers the Western Roman Empire to come after you. So once these guys are done, which they are 268 gold away, I'm gonna have these guys start mining over here. There's a good amount of stone, and in case you need to build a wall of defenses or some castles interspersed during your attack on Orleans, you can do that with this stone pile over there. There's one up here as well. I'm trying to see where the other ones are. One over there. So there's plenty of stone on the map if you need it, but I'm gonna be honest with you, you're not gonna need it unless you have some crazy idea, or you didn't go. If you're not gonna be able to cut off the Western Roman Empire when they do come after you, they got a lot of champions and paladins that will be sent at you, and it does help to have some extra castles here and there, but that's what I'm trying to avoid. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So these two idle villagers, I'm going to have to start building up those trebuchets again. I'm going to build 2 more trebuchets because I want to have a pretty hefty force of trebs going in against Orleans. And then 13, how many guys do I have here? I could build another castle. Right now, I'm just going to send these guys over here, and we're going to put them on no attack stance, stand ground better. So, in case I need to send them out, take some trebuchets down, I can just do it through this little less exposed little tertiary gate over there. So, are these guys all repaired? Obviously not. And in terms of units that I'm going to be producing, I'm going to be focusing on that right now. I'm going to just churn out the heavy cavalry archers, obviously, so we can get 7 more of these guys to round out the 20 and the 20 there. And forget about the archers or the elite skirmishers. I wouldn't recommend getting foot soldiers either, as the paladins will tear them up. And obviously hussars are not going to be strong enough. So your only bet is the Tarkin, but I don't think they bode too well against paladins. And your trebuchet should be able to overwhelm any structures that you need to get rid of. So if you're going to go with siege units, I recommend going with these guys and not going with Tarkins. You could go with halberdiers, and those guys are obviously great against paladins. So that might be one of your better options to dealing with melee units that get sent out at you from Orleans. So right now, I'm just chilling out in my base. Not too much is going on. The music stopped. And these guys have stopped as well. So we're just going to get the rest of the stone. I'm going to send them up here because I'm going to not put all my eggs in one basket. And you could be useful, Burgundy. You know what? You're so scared of the world. Now you're scared of villagers mining stone and gold on the home front, out in the range. And you're scared of that. Pathetic. So, another thing that's good, heavy cavalry archers are good for, is taking out the scorpions, obviously. So, you can see right here, Frankish castles, very strong, very hefty. That's going to be difficult to assault. They have 2 of them. One on the outside of their base, one on the inside. And now it looks like we're going to get hit from an attack from Orleans. So, we're just going to have to be aware of that. Let's see what this guy is. He's a paladin, no big problem. And I'm going to start churning out units. So, in between now and the next part, that'll be the focus. Excuse me. Do I see any? No. Okay, I don't see any trebuchets. That'll be the focus of what I do off screen. I'm going to check out the economic map again, see how that's working out for me. And these guys, I'm just going to send over here because I'm not going to worry about getting that northern stone pile right at this time. So melee units, no big deal. Throwing axemen will go down any second. And I got my hussars there in case I do get some trebuchets. And where you running at? I'm going to lock this gate. Nothing's happening over here. You trying to come over here? Oh, you're trying to go for this castle. How sneaky of you. So right now I'm going to start pumping out more heavy cavalry archers. And if you check their HP, 80. It's okay. It's not great. So obviously you want to stay ranged and out of the way. So I'm going to pump out some more of these guys. I'm going to set the rally point inside the archery ranges. What is this? Oh, monks, you gonna convert some walls on me? And look at those arrows just shred through the pikemen. They go back to the base as little dead pikemen saying, I just got lost in the shredder. Called the arrow onslaught. So I'm going to set the rally point over here as well. Going to pump out as many as I can. I've got room for 8 more. That'll round out at 10. And beautiful. So we got 10 and 10 there, and that'll make out 60 units, 60 heavy cavalry archers. And I don't really have. I'm not feeling the creative juices flowing today. So I'm not really sure what other unit I'm going to use. Obviously, they're going to be good against the crossbowmen. I'm just going to go with a hefty unit. I'm just going to go with the paladins, just because they're basically your best unit that you have option to use. Halberdiers are obviously strategically effective against these paladins, but that's not the only unit you're going to face. You're going to get lost in the fray elsewhere, and you just want to have a beefy unit to accompany a little bit more fragile but very strong unit in the heavy cavalry archer. So I would like Magadias, and obviously you don't want to research this. I should have researched that before I got spies, but I'm an idiot, so I apologize for that. That was very stupid on my part. And the reason I didn't do that is because I just simply forgotten that was a little caveat thrown in there, because otherwise that technology would just be utterly worthless in this scenario where no wonders or relic victories occur. So if you're going to assault these guys, you want to take out this castle first. You don't want to build too many castles around here, but you want to be able to cut off their villagers as well. It's a very difficult operation, considering you don't want to take out their town center, because that'll bring the Western Roman Empire in, and doing that mixed in with your own assault just spells disaster. You don't want to spell disaster out. So I'm going to leave things as they are right now. How's the paladin research going? Very good, very good. And I'm just going to kill this guy. Sorry, man. It's for the team. There's no I in team. There's no I in monk either. There's an on, and there's a. That's it. That's it. That's all there is. So, just gonna chill. Just gonna chill right now. They just took out that forest. You left this little lonely straggler there, though. I don't know what the decision was there. So, paladin research is complete, and it looks like I'm gonna have room for 24 paladins of my own. So I'm gonna get 15 up now. I'm gonna build another stable so I can quicken the pace here and quicken the pace for later on as well. So I get 15 up now, and then that'll allow me to get 9 more quickly. And then I'm going to be doing attacking in part 5. So things are going to go a little bit quicker, and hopefully I run a pretty effective assault against Orleans, because I'm not looking whatsoever forward to an assault that lasts 5 videos. So I'm also going to, in the next part, build a wall over there. This is where Western Roman Empire comes out of the, wherever they're coming from, Western Rome, and this will prevent them from entering the map. So if you take out, this is where their trigger access point is. So if you build a wall up all along this side of the map, you should cut them off from even entering the map. So I'm going to do that before I assault Orleans as well. And once again, you can get spies at a 50% less of a cost by going for that research technology. So I apologize for that. I was an idiot. Don't be an idiot. Michael Scott tells you not to be an idiot. So we got about 40 seconds left, and thanks for watching the doldrums of part 4 of the Barbarian Betrothal redo. And in part 5, I'm going to be doing some exciting stuff. I will just be doing a little bit off screen, which is getting these villagers through with mining the stone, or getting them through with mining the stone, and then I'm going to get the rest of my paladins, and then next part I'm going to assault Orleans and build that one stone wall that I was talking about. So thanks for watching. It's a lot of farms. Thanks for watching part 4, and I'll see you guys in the greatly anticipated I know I am at least part 5 of this walkthrough, scenario walkthrough.